Hello everybody and welcome back to more Dark Souls. I am the Wayfaring Pilgrim. When we last left off, we got quite a lot done. We fought our way through the Northern Undead Asylum and defeated the Asylum Demon. We found our way to Firelink's Shrine and found some goodies. We also fought our way through Undead Burg, found more goodies and defeated the Taurus Demon. And what we're going to do in this session is we're going to head up to Undead Parish, obtain the Drake Sword, find the next bonfire, and then we'll see where we go from there. So, without further ado, let's head up there now. So, eagle-eyed amongst you may notice that the number of souls I've got looks a bit different, and that is because I had to re-record my first session in order to do this session. Because when I tried to do this session the first time round, the sound quality was just so bad and I couldn't show you the session in that state. So I have played through this. Don't heal. So I have played through this session already. I probably will still die, but if you're wondering why the number of souls I've got are a bit different, and if you're wondering why I've got slightly different loot as well, that's the reason. Come on, pikeman, attack me. Off the edge you go, sir. Right, so to get the Drake Sword, what you need to do is you need to get your bow out. You have 30 arrows, that should be plenty if you were watching my last session. Press down the quick attack button and then tap the left bumper, and that gets you into first person mode. And then what you want to do is you want to aim for where the tail goes into the middle of the reticle, so about here. And then in terms of timing your shot, what you need to do is you need to shoot when the tail hits the edge of the reticle, like so. And there we go. So we need to hit this tail about 15 times, I think, with standard arrows. So it does take a while, but it's definitely worth getting the Drake Sword. So in the interest of time and your sanity, I will skip to when I actually get the Drake Sword. I'll just show you one more time how to time your shot. There we go. See you in a bit. And there we go. We have the Drake Sword. Awesome. Okay, I need to get out of first person mode. Okay. And let's just show off the Drake Sword a little bit. So, battle axe is different from what I had at the end of last session. I believe that I don't have the hollow warrior helm anymore. I didn't lose much though. But anyway, Drake Sword. So, my scimitar does 95 damage, which isn't bad. Decent amount of damage. But the Drake Sword does 200 damage. 200 damage. So that's almost twice the amount that I'm doing right now. It's more than twice the amount actually. More durability, better damage reduction for physical fire, lightning and stability, I think. Magic resistance is the same. Weight's a little bit worse, but the number of cons are heavily outweighed by the number of pros for the Drake Sword. But what I'm going to do for the rest of Undead Parish until I get to the next bonfire is I'm going to use the scimitar, because I want to show how difficult Undead Parish can be without the Drake Sword, just to give you an idea of how good the Drake Sword actually is. Clear these rats out of the way. 2 down. And that's 3 down. And you can also farm humanity off these rats, so If you desire to put in a bit of time and die multiple times, you can farm a bit of humanity. I'll just take what I can get though. And then if we head up here, up there is another Dark Knight. Not going to face him yet, but there is one up there. We will take him on at some point. I'll throw a knife at this guy. Come down, buddy. There we go. And then up ahead is an armoured Tusk. Now, there are 2 armoured Tusks in the game. And the trick with this one is just to try and clear the enemies around it first. So, we're just going to let some of the enemies come towards us. This fellow has already seen us. Armoured Tusk is not an easy enemy to take down. Down you go. There's a pikeman there as well. Pikeman. Is that another enemy moving around as well, or is it just me? I think it's just me. So we're just gonna let this guy amble up to us. There we go. That's another one down. Head up here. There are some archers and another pikeman. Now the trick here is to actually coax this pikeman down the stairs. When I first played this game and first did this bit, I tried to take down the pikeman while stuck top, and I just kept getting absolutely owned by the archers. So it's good just to coax him down here. There we go. Next up, 2 archers. Take a drink there. Well, that archer's there. There should be another guy coming for me. There he is. Patiently waiting. Not going to say no to that. Come on then, bring it. Okay. This guy needs to take a firebomb to face, I think. There we go. That's the only way I could really deal with him. Collect this item here. The alluring skull attracts certain types of undead towards you. And now we only have armoured Tusk to deal with. Now, to be safe, what you need to do, if you just run to here. Yeah, he's coming for me. You won't get run down by him. Whoa. And then what you need to do to beat armoured Tusk is you need to go for the butt stabs. You need to get right up behind him. And you need to get onto level ground as well to make sure you get the butt stab. Oh, he's going to turn around, isn't he? There's one. Boom. Okay. Run down here. He's going to probably charge at me. No? So what I'll do, guys, is I'll skip ahead to where I actually be Armored Tusk. See you guys in a Momo. That's what I get for trying to turn up my commentary. And there we go, Armored Tusk dealt with, and I've been very lucky there. We get the Fangboar helm, which is an awesome helm to have. Let's just have a little look at it, shall we? So the weight is loads more, but just look at the durability, look at the physical defense that you get from it. More poise, better bleed resist. The magic resistances and the elemental resistances aren't great, but I think, again, the cons are heavily outweighed by the pros with that helmet. And it looks pretty cool as well. Look at that. So I'll wait until I get a bit more carry load, because what happens when you're wearing too much is that your roll slows down. So that's my roll right now. And with the Fangboar helm, does it slow down? You know what? Honestly, can't tell. We'll wear the hood for now. We'll sort out my inventory when we get to the next bonfire. See what the greatsword and the helm do combined. And then down here, we see these guys. You remember these guys? It's strength in numbers. I'm going to try and coax some guys down here. Here they come. I guess you could use the alluring skull for this as well, because I think these are the life-starved guys. The weak hollow. I'm guessing that's the type of enemy that would be attracted by the skull. There we go. Take those down. Only 2 hits to kill them, so you can take a little bit of damage from them. There's just so many of them. That's the danger. Individually, they're very weak. Mystery key, nice. That will be used later on. And then head up here. I should be alright for Estus for now. Or health. There we go. Take you down as well. Heal up. And then, if you are slow and careful enough, you can collect a large soul of a lost undead. 400 souls. 400 souls is 400 souls. I really need to stop messing around with my preview. Be wary of Fatty. There is another enemy coming up, actually a new one, which goes by the name of Baldonite. Now the Baldonite are hard, okay? Especially the ones with the bucklers, which is what this guy has. There are 2 types of Baldonite. Ones with bucklers and ones with shields. Now, the buckler ones are quite difficult to take down. For one simple reason. Their attacks are very difficult to track. You need to wait for a certain attack with these guys. Come on. Take me on. They have a 3-stab attack where they have a slight delay, and that's when you can get in and try and take them on. They can heal as well, which makes things even more difficult. Come on. Perfect time to attack them there when they heal. Got him there. Come on. And down he goes. I took him down a lot easier than I thought I would. Heal up though. He did take me for a lot of health. And there we find the Knight's Shield. Very, very good shield. It's one of those shields where the physical resistance is 100%. I'll just show it off actually. May as well. So in comparison, just look at the difference in physical attack as well. 73 to 45, and then better physical resistance. Slightly down on magic resistance, same fire resistance, slightly down. Well, I say slightly down. A lot down on lightning resistance, 20%. Stability is better, durability is better. Weight's a bit worse, but we'll gloss over that. So we're going to have a lot of upgrades when we get to the next bonfire. It's exciting. We do have to take into account how much equip load I have though. Ah, thought I could get in there. Come on then, attack. Down you go. And then down here is the other type of Baladonite. So I'm just going to do this. Cooey! There we go. We've got one following us. So this is the Baladonite with the shield now. The shield guys are not as bad. A few more attacks are easier to track. Leaving you a nice window to attack. Ah, tried to heal there. I think I parried him by accident there. There we go. Pikeman. Had to be a little bit careful because the pikeman was there. Ah! Didn't track his attack properly there. There we go. Heal up again. I should just be able to get to the next bonfire. Just. So many messages. Be wary of left. Yeah, there's a few more enemies to take down, but only 3 of them. 3 enemies for 3 Estus. Should be fine. Nice try. Doing their attacks in unison there. Perfectly synchronised up. No healing from you. No healing from you either, sir. Archer over here. And there we go. All enemies dealt with for now. We're not going to go in that chapel. Not yet, at least. Let's just get to the next bonfire. We're doing really well for time, by the way. Only been going for 23 minutes, and for you guys, it's probably going to be more like... what? 18, 19 minutes? Because I'm going to cut out the greatsword bit and the armored tusk bit. Light that bonfire. Bonfire lit. We might as well get our Estus back. We do need to kindle at that bonfire.